Hi friends, I am out in the hayfield. This used to be really tall grass, which is, let's see, I believe it's Sun Timothy, which is a type of grass. And here's Farmer Bob on his red tractor. It's an international tractor. And he is gathering the rows of hay into this John Deere green round baler. As you see, that is a round bale. And so pretty soon, there's going to be a round bale coming out of this baler. Sorry to make it a bumpy video, but we want to see the round bale as it comes out of the baler. So I'm going to follow him. We're going to hear a loud beep, and then it will come out. Sorry for all the bumps, but it's important. Well, I think it's important. Whoa. Weird. All right, so once Farmer Bob hears the first beep on that green machine, he starts heading towards this large barn. Here it comes. Isn't that beautiful? Do you see how the green baler machine has arms and it comes apart like a claw? And then it basically releases this round bale that it's created. Isn't that cool? Let's get a closer look at this bale. Again, sorry for all the bumps. This field is bumpy. I'll let him pass and then I'll talk to you because it's going to be loud. See how the row of hay goes in to create that ball? Now, let's check out this bale of hay. It's about 1,000 pounds. I can rock it a little bit. That is fresh hay. My dad went to the store, Farmer Bob is my dad, went to the store today and got all this baling twine, and he somehow loads it into the tractor. You see, that's how the hay bale is stuck together, baling twine every few inches. So I wanted to tell you that the reason that he comes closer to this barn is that's where all the cows are, in that barnyard. So once the baler makes one beep, it's almost like a warning beep. And it's like, hey, in like another minute, the bale is coming. So he comes this way and drops the bale closer to the barn. And that's why he does that. There's some bales down there. And when he needs a bale through the winter, when there's no grass for the animals to eat, he comes with a tractor with like a big fork on the front, and then he carries it and drops it to the cows. So, let's see if I can tell you any more about this hay. This is, I believe, a part of the hay. I think there's a little bit of Timothy. I don't think there's any alfalfa. I can't remember the third type of grass that's usually in hay. You may have heard of straw before. Straw is yellow, and that comes after you bale wheat. The leftover is what people bale into straw, and that's like bedding and stuff for animals. This is a nutritional food that animals eat to gain weight and to not be hungry. This was cut, I think 4 days ago, but maybe 3, and was all in, oh, this is a good example. It was in a teeny tiny row like this. That's how it was cut. And then Farmer Daniel, my brother, he comes along with this really wide rake, which I can show you, and he makes it into this big pile. Can you tell the difference between those piles that have been cut and laid there, and then today what he's fluffed up to dry. So that's been there for 4 days, and then he fluffed this up and gathered like maybe 3 rows into one today. That way Farmer Bob, when he comes along, he doesn't have to do all of those. He combines like 4 rows or 3 rows into this one, and it makes less work for him. Isn't that cool? Let's see if you don't mind hanging out with me a little bit longer, friends. I will walk across all these bumps, and we'll see if we can get a closer look at Daniel, Farmer Daniel, who is on a really wide rake, because it's a really cool machine. I think you'd enjoy seeing it. So enjoy the scenery and the bumps. Ooh. See, this is clover. You know how people find 4-leaf clovers? That's clover. So there's a little bit of clover in here, but maybe not a huge amount. Here comes Farmer Bob again. Wonder if we'll get to see another hay bale give. Here it comes. But okay. Maybe we missed it. I don't quite know what's happening. Well, we'll watch. Wow, he's really going fast and swinging that tractor around. I guess there's not a bale coming out. Sorry, friends. Maybe we'll get to see a second one. I don't know if you can see by my shadow, but I have a crazy hat on. I think it's really important to protect your skin from the sun, especially on your face and your chest and your neck, which sees the sun more often. Right now, I know I'm only going to be out for about 20 minutes, so I don't have any protection on my arms. Sometimes it's nice to get a little bit of sunshine because it helps your body get more vitamin D, which is a really important mineral. It might be a vitamin. I can't remember if it's a vitamin or a mineral. So, but you don't want to get sunburnt because that can cause issues down the road. So always protect your skin. And always try to wear a hat if you can, even if it doesn't look cool. Wrinkles also don't look cool, and sun damage and illnesses on the skin also don't look cool. So I think wearing a hat is a pretty good idea. Farmer Bob has a hat on. See if we can get a closer look at Daniel. Boy, this is a long video. You friends are really sticking in there with me. This is Farmer Bob's garden. We just planted it a few days ago, so nothing is coming up yet. Ooh, I could tell you guys about round bales and square bales. Round bales are easier because you don't have to lift them. You just let them lay on the ground until you need them. Square bales are more convenient. They're about 100 pounds, I think, maybe 50 pounds. And they're also tied together with twine. But it takes a lot of work to pick them up when they come out of the baler. It's a different baler, so that's another piece of machinery that you have to buy. And then you have to stack it onto a trailer. And then when the trailer is full, you have to take it to the barn and you have to lift it a second time and stack it in the barn. So it's really labor intensive. Now, Farmer Bob is just one person, and he's on a tractor and he's baling hay, but he would not be able to be just one person baling square bales. He would have to have one additional farmer help him and maybe a second one. Usually people try to find really strong young boys that don't mind lifting heavy things. So when you get older, it's kind of hard to lift heavy things. So there's Daniel raking, but I can't quite get a good close look at him. I'm not sure if you want to wait to see him work. But if you want to see him work in this really cool rake that takes at least 3 rows and puts it into one, hang in there with me, okay? I have found 4 rows here that I think he's going to have to come do. See the difference between this size and then 1, 2, 3, well, maybe 2 major rows. So I think if we sit here, we might be able to catch him. So we'll see. And over here, we've just missed another round bale coming out of the baler. But we got to see one, so that was cool. All right, Farmer Daniel. It looks like he's contemplating his path. Or maybe he's in a hole. Oh, he's got the baler, or the rake up. Oh, I think I can zoom in. How cool. Do you see how all those round spindly things are up in the air right now? I think because he doesn't have anything to rake up. So he doesn't have them on the ground until he needs them. But we'll see. Okay, he's coming this way. I'll get in position so I can give you guys a really good view. Okay, here he comes. We'll zoom out so you can see really well. You guys are so nice for hanging in there with me. This is an adventure. I live up in Michigan and this farm is in Ohio, so I don't often get to see all of these things. So I'm kind of enjoying the process as well. See, he's lowering the rakes. And then he's going to put the tractor into drive. Here he comes. They're very shiny and green. I think it's a John Deere brand. John Deere usually is bright green and bright yellow. They're trademark colors. So right now he's bringing 2 rows into one. Might just be 2 rows that he does. Daniel is so big, so he looks kind of funny on this little tractor. Wow, isn't that rake cool? Well, here he comes. Looks like he's done with this part of the field, so he's probably going to go rake the other side. All right, friends, we'll let you go. Thanks for hanging in there with us. Bye. Oh, looks like he's going to do more. I like that Daniel has a hat on too for his protection. That's good. He has a long sleeve shirt on. Cool. Good job, Farmer Daniel. See you later. Bye, friends.